So in this we'll see about POS form. So we already solved this SOP form in the previous video where I had the minterms are 1, 2 and 3. This is SOP form. By seeing this summation and small m, which means minterms, we can say this is in SOP form. So what are the minterms? 1, 2 and 3. That means, so the minterms are 1, 2 and 3. So place of 1, 2 and 3 I placed ones, and I can group these two ones, then leftover is 1, then with the help of this neighboring one I can group it. So now the solution for this K-map is A. That means for this group A is common, and this is for one group. This is one minterm of this group. Next, before writing the other group, always there is a summation symbol. The next group common term is B. So B. This is the solution where we already seen this in the previous video. So I just took same this as an example to solve POS. So to solve POS, generally the question would be in the form of function of two variables a comma b equal to product of max terms. Capital M represents the max terms of 0. This is the question. Instead of giving here, we have taken 3 minterms. Here I am taking only single max term. Why am I taking this? We'll get to know in the end of the video. So now by seeing this, I can easily tell this is in POS form. So whenever this is in POS form, by looking at what we can say this question is in POS format, just by looking at product of max terms, capital M, product. By seeing this, we can easily say this is in POS. By seeing small m and summation, we can say this is in SO. So when coming to this, you can just interchange this. For SOP, you always represent in the form of 1. In POS, you take it as 0. That means in SOP, if you consider A is equal to 1, A bar will be equal to 0. Whereas POS is completely opposite of that. That means if here A will be equal to 0 and A bar will be equal to 1. That means while writing this two variable K-map, I need to take, see here you already had A bar. So instead of A bar, I'll write it as A. If I have A here, I'll represent it with bar. Next here I have B bar. So here there is no bar. Whereas here this is B. That means this will be bar. So now according to this, what will you get? If it is A, means 0. So this is 0. What is B? 0. 0, 0. That means 0th cell. Next, A bar means 1. B means 0. This is 1 and 0. That means second cell. Next, A. That means this is 0. B bar means 1. That means 0 and 1. That means this is first cell. Next, A bar, B bar. 1 and 1. That means third cell. So in this way, you represent a K-map for POS. So now from this question, the max term is 0. So at the place of this max term, I write 0. In SOP we write ones, but in POS we write zeros. So now when I write this 0, there is no other max term. So I can group only this single 0. When I group the single 0, the solution what I write is, it will just interchange. This was sum of products. Sum of products. Here you get product of sum. If you have any sum term, in this you will have. This is product of sum. So now for this you have only single group. So to this group, how can you represent it as? You have only one max term. That means A. For this 0, here A is common and here B is common. So A plus B. I am writing only this. And you don't have any other separate group to write the other max term. So this is the only one group where I made. So this is A plus B. Now by just looking at this both, here the answer was a plus b, here the answer is a plus b. So what I mean to say is f of a comma b equal to summation of minterms of 1 comma 2 comma 3 will be equal to product of max terms of the terms which are not present here. The terms which are no minterms will be equal to that max terms. There is no 0 here. So if you take the 0, the solution for this will be equal to this. For example, I can also say that this a plus b is nothing but your this equation. From this expression you can see that a plus b, that is the output for a OR gate. When you give a and b, output you get as a plus b. I consider that to be c. A is one input, B is one input, and C is the output, nothing but A plus B. C is equal to A plus B. If you write this, the combinations you write are 0, 0, 0, 1, 1, 0, 1, 1. If you have two inputs, then 2 to the power of 2 are the number of combinations. Those are 4 combinations. Now when you have 0 and 0 in your OR gate, you get output to be 0. 0 and 1 you get 1. 1 and 1. Any one input is 1, then output is always 1. So from this truth table, see, you have 1, 1 and 1. That means these 3 are for 1, 2 and 3. That means minterms 1, 2 and 3. If you have output as 0, for 0, that means product of sum 0. For this you take the output as 0. So if you wanted to solve in POS form, consider zeros and solve in this pattern. Just replace 0 with 1 and 1 with 0. If it is in terms of expressions, replace a with a bar and a bar with a. And if it is SOP form, where we already saw, we consider all these three. So this is equal to this. Whatever the terms are there here won't be there in your product of sum terms. That means max terms. Yes, this is a 4 variable K-map using POS. So this is a question, and before going to the question, we'll see this K-map first. These are 4 variables A, B, C, D. So if it is in SOP form, we write A bar, B bar, and here we write A bar B, and here we write A B, and here we write A B bar. So for easy understanding, I'll just write it here: A B, A bar, B bar, A bar B. Next here A B, A B bar. Now what we did for POS form is we just replaced A bar with A, B bar with B. That means we are just making complement of it. Then we replaced this product operation into sub operation here. You will write it as, instead of A bar you will write A, instead of into you will write plus, instead of B you will write B bar. So these are the things you need to do for POS. So to solve this K-map, that will be very easy if you already write those things. Now we will go with the solution. So we already know in POS we represent in the form of zeros. So we take only zeros. The max term is considered to be 0, but whereas in SOP it was 1. So in this we are just replacing 0 with 1 and 1 with 0. That is the reason we got A bar as A and A as A bar. So now this is 1, 3 and 5. That means here you have 1. I'll write it as 0. If you write here 1 instead of 0, then this is completely wrong, because we write 1 if we are doing a SOP form, but we write it 0 as we are doing a POS form. Yeah, the 1 and next 3 max term. Then what is the other max term? The 5. Next 6, 7, 9 and 11. So we got total 7 max terms. These are the 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 max terms. Now the grouping procedure is same as we already discussed. There is no change in any grouping procedure. Same way all the rules you need to follow. So first we'll check with 16 zeros in this zeros. So there are no 16 zeros. So we'll go with 8 zeros. And there are no 8 zeros. So next we'll go with 4 zeros. And yes, the 4 zeros means this would form a group, and this would form another group, and here 1 0 is left over, so I can make this 1 0 as this group. So total I have 3 groups here. This is one group, group 1, and this is group 2, and this is group 3. So these two groups, group 1 and group 2, have 4 number of zeros, and group 3 has 2 zeros. So first we'll write about group 1. So group 1, these are the 2 columns. When these are the 2 columns, what is the common term from both? You have B, A bar, and here you have A bar and here you have A. So that is not common, you have only B. So that is B plus, then what about here? In this both rows you have a common term as D bar. So B plus D bar would be one max term for group 1. Next, in between this is POS form. So product of the other group. This is group 2. For group 2, the common from this both is A. A plus, okay, I'll write it here. This is group 2. This is for group 1 and this is for group 2. A plus of common from this both is D bar. D bar. Next, this is group 3. That means this both zeros. So from here common is A plus B bar is common. This is a 4 variable K-map using POS. So this is a question, and before going to the question, we'll see this K-map first. So here the solution for this will be first for group 1, that is B plus D bar into group 2, A plus D bar into A plus B bar plus C bar. So this is the solution for this term A, B, C, D for this 4 variable K-map. The terms which are not present here will be the min terms for this question. That means this will be equal to summation of min terms of 0. Because there is no 0 here, then there is 1, there is no 2, there is no 4, 5 is there, 6, 7, 8, there is no 8, 9, there is no 10, 12, 13, 14 and 15. So if you solve this using an SOP format, you get a same answer, same as this. Just try it and see. This is equivalent to this. In this video, we'll see about grouping in K-map using SOP form. So in SOP form, we group the ones. We'll just plot the ones in this K-maps and we'll group them. We'll see that how can we group the number of ones in a K-map. So first, coming to this 4 variable K-map, the variables are 4. So 2 to the power of n. N is nothing but total number of variables. So 2 to the power of 4 will be equal to 16. That means we have 16 cells in a K-map. Now in the 16 cells, the maximum number of ones we can fill are 16. So if we fill the maximum number of ones in this K-map, that can be grouped. So here if we have the 16 number of ones, that means the maximum number of ones where a 4 variable K-map can have. If we have them, we can group this to be a single group and just check what are common here. So for this all 16 ones, do you have any common variable here? No, you don't have. So the answer for this will be equal to 1. Yes, now we'll see about 8 number of ones. How many possibilities do we have for 8 number of ones? In how many ways we can group? So in the first case, here we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and 8. 8 number of ones. If we have these 8 number of ones, then I can group all this together. And one more form is this way. If I have here, I can group in this way. And also here, this way, and this, and just look over here. If you have 4 ones here and 4 ones here, by just making this 4 and this 4, completely 8 number of ones to be only one single group. Next, coming to here, if I have same the 4 number of ones and the 4 number of ones to the ending of this K-map, I can make this complete K-map to be having only one single group of 8 ones. So the solution for this group, we can write it as, for this complete 8 ones, just check for the common terms. Here for this 8 ones, nothing is common from this variable AB. Coming to C and D, you have C bar is common for this row and C bar is common for this row, whereas D and D bar you have, so only C bar is common. So for this, the solution will be C bar. Next, here, can you guess? Here you will be having an answer D, because out of this 8 ones, only D is common for this both, whereas here you don't have any common from A and B terms. So the minterm for this K-map is C bar. The minterm for this K-map is D. The minterm for this K-map will be equal to C, whereas for this K-map, the minterms will be equal to, here C and D, nothing is common, but in this both you have A bar common. So for this, the minterm will be equal to A bar. Now here you again have B as common. In this you have A as common. Now here you have 4 ones here and you have 4 ones here. So we can consider this 4 ones and this 4 ones to be a single group, as they are at edge of a K-map. So we can consider it to be a single group. So the rule is nothing but we can group the number of ones horizontally or vertically, no diagonal grouping. So there are 4 number of ones horizontally here and here. So we are just grouping it to be a single group. So for this, just check with this row and this row. Anyhow, for 4 columns you can't have a common term. So you have 2 rows here. From 2 rows you can have one literal as common, that is nothing but C bar D bar. Here you have C D bar. So the solution for this will be D bar. So now coming to this K-map, we have 4 number of ones here in this column and this column. So we can group together to be a single group, and for this group I can write a minterm to be, the common minterm will be AB bar AB bar. So B bar is common. This is the minterm for this K-map. So if you just observe, by increasing the number of ones, my minterms, the literals in the minterms are been reducing. So when they are reduced, definitely my circuit will also be reduced, because the expression in the end expression, whatever you are reducing, that expression will be very small. If you get less number of literals in your minterms, so your complete output expression will be less. When your output expression is less, your circuit will be less. Circuit construction of your circuit is very small, then the propagation delay will also be small, and also the cost of that circuit will be less. So all these are the advantages. Next, here we'll see about fourth number of ones, because 2 to the power of 3, that was 8. Now 2 to the power of 2 equal to 4. Out of all these 8, I'll write the solution for any 2k maps. One will go with this. For this, the common term will be equal to, for 4 ones the common is AB, and here we'll see about this. For this, the common term will be equal to, for this you don't have any common from this, but whereas in this row you have a common C and D. In this K map you will be having CD. In this K map you will be having C bar D. Okay, so these are the different possibilities, and also you have these are few more possibilities of 4 ones grouping as a single group. So if you have 4 ones over here, you can group this as a single group, and from this the minterm you can write it as, from this 4 ones you have 2 rows and 2 columns. So from this 2, the common term is A bar, B bar, A bar B. From this both you have A bar as common. Then here from this both you have C as common. So A bar C will be the minterm for this K map. Now coming to this K map, you have 4 ones here. So from this both A bar is common, from this both C bar is common. So A bar C bar, this is the minterm for this K map. So same way you will write for all these K maps. I'll write for this K map. You try for the rest. For this 4 ones you have A as common here, then from here you have D. This will be the minterm for this K map. So in this way you can group the 4 number of ones. Grouping 2 number of ones. So here in this K map I have 2 ones here, and there is also other one here. So in total I have 3 ones. So I can't group 3 ones. I can group 16 ones, or 8 ones, or 4 ones, or 2 ones, or a single one. Only these are the ones I can group in a single group. So 3 I can definitely not group them. So I'll go with these 2 ones, where these 2 ones make a group, and this is the edge to the edge of a K map, and this is to other end of a K map. So this both can form a one group of 2 ones. So for this I can write a minterm to be, for first this green color group I get C bar D bar, here I have A bar B bar, A bar B. So the common term is A bar, and from here I'll have C bar D bar. This is a minterm for this group, the green circled group. Then the other minterm for this blue circle group will be equal to, from this both ones which is common, A bar B bar. This is common, A bar B bar, and here you have C bar D bar, C D bar. So D bar is common from here. So this will be D bar. This is the solution for this K map. So you need to group in this form. The other form you can group here. You have many number of ways over here. So you can try for 1 or 2 K maps. Then you will have an idea how to group the 2 number of ones. So if you have 2 ones here, you can group here this one. Example that is here. So I can group this and this to be a single 2 ones group. And the solution for this will be, first for this green colored group, I have A bar B bar as common. A bar B bar, from here I get C bar, plus next for the other group I get C bar D bar is common from this row. What about the 2 columns? I have B bar as common. So B bar C bar D bar. This will be the solution for this K map. So now same goes with this K-map also. Just try to solve it by yourself. We'll see about this K-map. Here I don't have any 3 ones in this K-map. I have only 2 ones, that also to this corner and to this corner. So I can group this and this to be a single group, and the minterm for this K-map will be equal to, from these 2 columns I have B bar as common. So B bar, and from this row I have C and D bar are common for both the ones. So this is the solution for this K-map. Next, coming to other K-maps, you can just group them in this way. If you have ones here, 2 ones and 1 1 here, then this both can be grouped, and also this can be grouped. See, if I don't take this one, I can also group only the single one over here. But if I group only the single one, the common terms for this will be A, B bar and C, D. So I'll get 4 literals in one minterm. But in case if I group this one, which was already repeated in the previous group, that is this green color group, the thing is I can reduce 1 literal. So in this case you have 3 ones. So if you have 2 ones here, I can group this, and after grouping this 2 ones, only this one will be left over. So if I group this one as a single one group, as a single one group, 1 literal will be more in my solution. So to reduce that literal, I'll take the help of other one which was already grouped in some other group. So you also get various number of possibilities for grouping 2 number of ones with the single number of ones. So if I have only one, I can group them. If I don't have single one, if I have somewhere else one, then I can take the help of some other one. First, let's see this part. I have one here. So for this I can write my answer to be, this is what is common in this column AB. For this one AB is common, and for here C bar D. That means here I can write A, B, C bar D. This is the answer for this K-map. And now coming to here. So here if I have one here, and for example, just consider I also have somewhere else one here. So can I group this both? No, I can't group. I should individually take this to be separate group and this to be separate group. Now the answer for this can be, for this one, what are the common variables you have? A, B bar, C bar, D bar. That will be equal to A, B bar, C bar, D bar plus, this is another group now. So for another group, I have A, B and C bar D as common. That is A, B, C bar and D. So in this way I can group if I have single ones, and here also if I have a single one I can group here. The answer for this will be A bar, B bar, C bar, D bar, and here by grouping this single one I'll get A, B bar, C bar, D. Here I'll get A, B bar, C, D. Here I'll get A, B, C bar, D. And here I'll be getting A bar, B bar, C bar, D bar. In this we'll see how to convert POS to canonical POS form. So first, POS form. POS is nothing but product of sum, where the given expression, my question, is in the form of POS, not SOP, because this is a product of sum. A plus B, A plus C, A plus B plus C. These are sum terms. So this is in the form of a product of sum. So this POS form, I should convert this to a canonical form. Before starting this, from the Boolean laws, if you would have seen the SOP form, how to convert SOP to canonical SOP, we used 2 Boolean laws over there. So same way in POS form, we use the other 2 Boolean laws those are considered A into A bar is equal to 0. Another one is A into A is equal to A. These are the two important laws we use in converting POS form to canonical POS form. So first, here we have A plus B. So we already know to convert to canonical form, canonical POS form, this is one max term. So in this one max term, which term is missing? There is A, there is B, there is C. First, we should identify is this 3 variable or 4 variable expression. In this expression, I have A, B, C. This is of 3 variable. That means you have only 2 variables. There is one variable missing. Same way here I have only 2 variables. There is other variable missing. Here I have all the 3. So we need not touch here. We just need to add something over here. That something is nothing but the other variable which is not present in this term. So now in case if my function is of 4 variable, that is A, B, C and D, then here I need to add 2 terms. Here I need to add 2 variables. Here I need to add 1 variable more. In that way, in case if they don't give this, if they give only f is equal to the question, just by looking at this expression you can easily say is this a 3 variable or 4 variable or 2 variable. In the overall expression, if you find only A and B, only 2 variables, that means this is 2 variable expression. If you find only 3 variables, for example in this you can see A, B, in this you can see AC, in this you can see ABC. So by this you can say the variables we used in this expression are only A, B and C. That means this is 3 variable expression. Whereas if you somewhere you have anywhere D, that means this is for 4 variable. So now the expression here is A plus B into A plus C into A plus B plus C. Now according to the rules, the first rule is just whatever variable is not over here, just add that variable here. That means here we are going to add C, in this you are going to add B, in this you are adding nothing because all the 3 variables are already there. So this is equal to A plus B plus, there is 0. If you make A plus B plus 0, that is equal to A plus B itself again. So in this you have A plus C. So here if you don't have B between, so place of B I'll take 0. A plus 0 plus B. That is nothing but you get A plus C. Next here there is nothing to add. This is A plus B plus C as it is. Now in this case there is 0. In place of 0, you already know A plus A bar is equal to 0. So in this I don't have a variable C. So here I'll add plus C into C bar. In place of 0, I'm just replacing it with C into C bar. Next here A plus, place of 0, I'm replacing it with B into B bar plus C. Next here you already have A plus B plus C. Next you get A plus B plus, from this term I get A plus B plus C into the other term again A plus B plus C bar. From this term if you multiply them and write, you just get A plus B plus C, A plus B plus C bar. Next from this term you get A plus B plus C, then the other term will be A plus B bar plus C. Next the last term where you already have A plus B plus C. After making this expression, the complete canonical form, just check if any terms are repeated. A plus B plus C. Is there A plus B plus C anywhere else? Yes, here it is there. Then again here. So you have at 3 places. That means you already know A into A is equal to A. So A plus B plus C into A plus B plus C is equal to A plus B plus C. Again that A plus B plus C into this A plus B plus C, you will again get it as only A plus B plus C. So indirectly what I'm doing is, if you have the same terms repeated more than once, you'll ignore all of them and write only once. So after that, next you have A plus B plus C bar. It is repeated anywhere else? No. So you'll just write it A plus B plus C bar. Next, the leftover term is A plus B bar plus C. So this is the canonical form. Canonical POS form. In this session, we'll see how to convert SOP to canonical SOP form. We already know what is SOP. It is sum of products. So if my given question is in the form of SOP, let's take the question to be the function f is equal to, if I say this to be in a canonical form, it is in SOP form. So I wanted to convert this SOP form to canonical SOP form. First, what is canonical SOP form? Whenever I see this expression, let's see how many variables are there in this. I have A, B, B, C, A, C. So it is A, B and C. This has 3 variables. That means this is one minterm, this is one minterm and this is one minterm. In each minterm, if this expression is of 3 variables, then we should have all 3 variables in this minterm, all 3 variables in this minterm, all the 3 variables in this minterm. But in this expression, which is in SOP form, I have C missing over here. Then here there is no A. Here I don't have B. So there are some literals missing in this terms. So to convert that, here there is C missing. So I need to add C. That means here I'll just add C plus C bar. And in this, for this term, I'll just multiply with A plus A bar, because there is no A. And in this I don't have B. So I'll just multiply it with B plus B bar. So before writing this expression, before multiplying with them, first we'll see what does A plus A bar is equal to. It is equal to 1. We already know the Boolean laws. From that, one of the Boolean laws, we have A plus A bar equal to 1. If I take A is equal to 0, so 0 plus what is A complement? 0 complement is 1. So if the answer would be 0 plus 1, it is 1. If I consider A to be 1, then complement of 1 is 0. So the solution for this would be 1. So whatever it is, always A plus A complement is always 1. So if you take B, even B plus B complement would be 1. So I'm just adding this in this expression so that I should get all the 3 literals in one minterm. So to this, my next step would be, this is AB. So A, B, A into B into C plus C bar. This is one minterm. Then here I don't have A plus A bar. Here I don't have A literal, the literal A. So I just need to add A plus A bar. That is B, C, A plus A bar. Next, here I don't have B. So I'll just add B. A, C, B plus B bar. So in this equation, what I did is, even if I don't add this, the sum would be same, because consider you have AB in this first minterm. So in this first minterm, when you have AB, if you just multiply it with 1, the answer would be AB something into 1. AB into 1, you will get AB. So in this place of 1, I'm replacing C plus C bar. So I'm just writing AB into C plus C bar. Next, coming to this BC, I don't have A. So 1 into BC. So BC into 1. That means the place of that one I'm replacing A plus A bar. So by writing this, your expression doesn't change. This is always equivalent to this. So now from this I need to solve. I would get AB into C. AB into C plus AB into C bar. AB into C bar. This is from this first minterm. Next from here I have BC into A plus BC into A bar. Next plus AC into B plus AC into B bar. So first write A, B and C. Next plus A, B, C bar. Next A, B, C. I am writing it in an order. Plus A bar, C, B. A bar, B and C. I am just writing all these terms in order. Plus A, B, C. Plus A, B bar, C. Now, after getting this expression, the next thing what we need to do is just check if you have any repeated terms. If you have any repeated terms, remove all the repeated terms and write only the one common term. For example, I have ABC. Where else I have ABC? I have here and I also have here. So this is repeating thrice. That means I'll write out of 3, I'll write only once. That is ABC. Next, I'll write A, B, C bar. Just check. Do I have anywhere else? No, I don't have. So I'll write it is only one time. That is A, B, C bar. Then I have A bar, B, C. I don't have it anywhere. This is only once. So A bar, B, C. Next, plus I have A, B bar, C. That is A, B bar, C. So this is my canonical SOP form from this expression. So this is equal to F. So here the 3 terms. I'm just ignoring the other 2 terms. If I have 4, even then I ignore all the other 3 terms. If I have only 2, it is repeating twice, then I'll ignore once. I'm doing this because you should also know the one of the Boolean law, that is A plus A is equal to A. If you add 1 plus 1, you will get equal to 1. If you add 0 plus 0, you will get equal to 0. So A plus A is equal to A. So consider this whole term is A and this whole term is A and this whole term to be A. So if you add this both, if you have 3 A's, that means from here we know we have 3 same terms. 3 terms are been repeating. So A plus A will be equal to A plus this here. I am writing it here. Again this will be equal to A plus A will be equal to A. So I am just writing this once. So this is the final answer I got. How to convert SOP form to canonical SOP form.